Hello and welcome to this weekend's episode of The Winning Post, powered by the Serum Institute of India. I'm Chaiti Narula. A lot of horse racing action on the show today from the RWITC and a preview to some international racing action as well. But before that, a quick look at the headlines on the show.
First up, we take a look at the last graded race of the Mumbai racing season, the Maharaja Sir Harisinghji Trophy Grade 3. And after that, we take a look at the top contenders of the most exciting 2 minutes in sport, the Kentucky Derby, to be run on 3rd May this year.
It is Orb in front from Normandy Invasion, My Loot and Golden Soul between horses, down to the wire. Orb has won the Kentucky Derby for Shut McGee.
First up, let's kickstart the show with horse racing action from the Royal Western India Turf Club at the Mahalakshmi Racecourse, the last graded race of the Mumbai horse racing season, the Maharaja Sir Harisinghji Trophy Grade 3 with 8 contenders in the fray this year, run over 1600 meters. Take a look at this race.
The onset of April brings with it two things. The first is the blistering heat, and the second is the end of the racing season here in Mumbai. And what a season it has been, with some spectacular performances on display, starting off with the first of the Indian classics, the Delton Casino's Indian 1000 Guineas, which the pacey Shroff-trained filly Marinsky took home in sublime fashion, beating the much-favoured Starry Eyes.
And just look at that, Circle of Life is coming up with a big run on the near side, and there is before memory fade. But it is Marinsky is about a length and a half ahead. Circle of Life is challenging on the near side, now been switched on the far side, but Marinsky is going to be. Marinsky in the Delton Casino in the 1000 Guineas from Circle of Life.
And who can forget Murray's show of strength at the Delton Casino's Indian 2000 Guineas, where he beat the field with the 3.5 length lead.
Allendale is on the outside, far side, but Murroy has gone away, leading by more than 3 lengths ahead of Allendale. Up that is Marinsky and Dynamo. Murroy is well clear. Allendale takes the second spot ahead of Marinsky. Up that is Falcon Dynamo.
The action did not stop there, as the S. Padmanabhan trained Isn't She Special stamped her class, emerging victorious in the Veeru Poonawalla Indian Oaks.
Circle of Life is galloping strongly in second spot. In third, there's Starry Eyes, then there's To the Manor Born. But in She Special from Circle of Life. But in She Special it's going to be. Circle of Life is only second ahead of.
And then came the biggest event of the year, the McDowell Signature Indian Derby, a spectacle for all to behold. Wonder Horse Allendale continued his success story, winning this one as a 25-1 long shot to inject the crowds with added enthusiasm.
Eyes on the far side, Circle of Life making a forward move, but it is Allendale from Murroy. It's Allendale from Murroy. After that is Starry Eyes and Circle of Life, Allendale, and Y.S. Srinath winning this one.
With all the racing action, fashion could not be far behind, as was evident on the day of the Poonawalla Breeders' multi-million race day that is a joy for everyone to partake in, with all the pomp and glamour surrounding it.
Then comes Be Safe also making his presence felt. After that there is Solomon Nesto and Corsair on the inside, but with about 100 to go, it's Shivalik Storm being strongly challenged on the outside by Be Safe. Shivalik Storm and Be Safe. Shivalik Storm just about holds on from Be Safe.
Another milestone at the racecourse was the 130-year anniversary of the Mahalakshmi Racecourse. That was celebrated as an event that saw all the members come together for an evening of celebration, replete with entertainment and a gala dinner. And it was not over yet. Racegoers had more to look forward to, as April 13th saw the running of the last graded race of the season, the Maharaja Sir Harisinghji Trophy Grade 3. The race is run over a trip of 1,600 meters and is open to horses 4 years old and over. This year's edition saw a field of 8 runners looking at bettering Autonomy's record time 1 minute 34.10. First up in the parade ring was Supreme Star from Malesh Naredu's yard, who enjoyed the maximum share of support from the markets and not surprisingly so, considering he had been victorious in his previous start, the RM and Rukmani Gokul Das Million, over 1,400 meters on 23rd March. A. Sandesh was on board once again, looking at repeating his feat from the last time out. Next up was Snowdrift from Vijay Singh's yard, who was coming into the contest on the back of a disappointing run in the Indian Turf Invitation Cup, where he had run 10th. However, that race was over a trip of 2,400 meters as opposed to the mile trip this time around, which he would be better suited for. Neeraj Rawal was on board. The Patrick Quinchain Ocean and Beyond was next, who had run 5th the last time out in the Mahalakshmi 130 years anniversary Turf Championship over 1,800 meters on 30th March. CS Jodha rode him for the occasion, looking at improving on the 7-year-old's previous performance. Malesh Naredu had another runner in Manyata, who was coming fresh into the contest on the back of a win in the Mahalakshmi 130 years anniversary Turf Championship and would be looking at continuing his winning form with DK Ashish in the saddle.
Heading towards the 800, Zoravar from Blue Ace. Rajasthan Royals in third. Very close behind is Supreme Star in the gold and brown in the centre. On the Wales is the Calcutta Challenger in the gold and red, making a forward move with Silver Streak dropping slightly back. And Blue Ace veered out very badly. After that is Manyata and Ocean and Beyond as the heads turn for home. Round the turn and into the street, Zoravar comes in on first. A length and a half ahead of Rajasthan Royals is in the centre. Supreme Star is galloping on the near side. After that is Snowdrift and Silver Streak. But it's going to be Supreme Star in the centre as the leader. Snowdrift is galloping in second spot. Ocean and Beyond is galloping strongly on the near side. Silver Streak has been switched in the centre. But it is Supreme Star still about a length and a half ahead of Snowdrift. And there's Ocean and Beyond. But Supreme Star is going to be from Snowdrift.
Supreme Star justified his favourite tack as he romped home 1 1/4 lengths clear of Snowdrift, with Ocean and Beyond taking the third and Manyata coming in fourth.
Well, there you go, Supreme Star coming out and winning this one, partnered by A. Sandesh and trained by Malesh Naredu. More international horse racing action follows on the other side, so it's a good time now for us to take a break right here on the Winning Post. See you on the other side. Thank you for staying with us on the Winning Post and welcome back. Good time now to go over straight to the top contenders of the Kentucky Derby 2014, run over 1.25 miles.
Come the first Saturday of May, and it will be time to crown a new champion for what is known as the most exciting 2 minutes in sports, the Kentucky Derby. Also known as the Run for the Roses, this Grade 1 race is held annually in Louisville, Kentucky at the hallowed Churchill Downs and is the first leg of the all-important US Triple Crown, followed by the Preakness Stakes. Last year, the race was taken home by the Shugmagay trained Orb, partnered by Joel Rosario.
And they're into the stretch, and Normandy Invasion has taken the lead on the outside. Orb is coming with giant strides in the center of the track, and here comes Orb on the outside now to take the lead as they come down to the 16th pole. It is Orb in front from Normandy Invasion, My Loot, and Golden Soul between horses down to the wire. Orb has won the Kentucky Derby for Shugmagay.
To secure a berth in this prestigious race, the runners go through a series of prep races. And for this year's running, after another weekend of prep races, here is our list of the top 10 contenders. The one most favoured to win here is California Chrome from Art Sherman's stable, who will be partnered by Victor Espinoza. California Chrome romped to his fourth straight stakes victory in the Santa Anita Derby with a 5.5 length lead and will be coming into this one as the one to beat.
Dustin Luck has crossed over very quickly. Into the turn they go now. Dustin Luck on the inside and California Chrome. Can he prevail on the far side? And on the turning now. On the turning now. Will make a plan way through down at the rail. Pretty boy Freud's into the shot too. Top of the lane in the derby. California Chrome kicks out of the outside. And California Chrome finally won. He's walking in like
Winner of the Group 2 Louisiana Derby, Vikers in Trouble, would be one who would stir up some trouble, so to speak, for California Chrome. The colt, saddled by Michael Maker, is by the same sire as Golden Sense and Vijack, who did very well on the trail to the 2013 running but tired badly in the Derby. And some of that could possibly come into play this year as well in Vikers in Trouble's run.
As they come to the top of the stretch, it's Vickers in trouble and Intense Holiday in trouble. Albano's been racing wide. They turn for home past the quarter pole. 3/4 went in 112 flat. It's Vickers in trouble with 3/16 to go. Vickers in trouble now leads Intense Holiday by 5 lengths, but they're deep in the final furlong. Demanding Curve toward the inside now into third. Albano's fourth. In Trouble's fifth. And Vickers in Trouble's in front. Close to the finish. The Louisiana Derby to the Louisiana bred. Vickers in Trouble. Intense Holiday was second. Commanding Curve third. In Trouble fourth. Albano finished fifth.
Vickers in Trouble and Rosie Napravnik, trained by Mike Maker. And it looked like Rosie gave Vickers in Trouble a little breather on the turn, let the Intense Holiday come to her, and then let out a notch. And Vickers in Trouble was an easy winner in the Louisiana Derby.
Dance with Fate, saddled by Peter Orton and ridden by Corey Nakatani, has catapulted himself into the top contender list after taking home the Group 1 Bluegrass over in Keeneland, coming from well off the pace. While the colt has proven himself on the turf, it remains to be seen how he fares on the dirt track.
Very wide, Dance with Fate behind him. That pair 5 lengths from the front. Pablo Del Monte, the one to catch. Medal Count and Dance with Fate coming on. Second and third, respectively. Dance with Fate on the outside. Into the final furlong of the Toyota Bluegrass. Dance with Fate, the leader. Pablo Del Monte second. And then Medal Count. The folks in California said he would be for real on this day, and they were right. Dance with Fate wins it for Corey Nakatani. Medal Count was home second. Pablo Del Monte third in 1 minute, 50 seconds.
Another one who will be a fair contender here is Wicked Strong, trained by Jimmy Jerkins and ridden by Rajiv Marag, who took home this year's Group 1 Wood Memorial in impressive fashion. But what will be cause for concern for his connections is the fact that he hadn't won a single race before that since his maiden in October of last year. Samrat, trained by Richard Violette Jr., ran a game second to Wicked Strong in the Wood Memorial, running down social inclusion for the spot, and has more than proven that he has the grit and can battle. He will be partnered by Jose Ortiz in the saddle.
Well, there you go, all the contenders of the Kentucky Derby 2014, which is run on 2nd and 3rd May, being previewed by our in-house expert Mohit Lalwani. We will continue with all of that, but good time now for us to take a breather right here on the Winning Post. Welcome back to the Winning Post. We were taking a look at all the top contenders of the running of the Kentucky Derby 2014 on the 2nd and 3rd of May. Back again to the top contenders of the Kentucky Derby 2014, run over 1.25 miles.
The Todd Pletcher-trained Danza will be another one who will likely make a mark here. He secured a shocking victory in the Group 1 Arkansas Derby over the Bob Baffert-trained favourite ride on Curlin as a 41-1 long shot, romping home to a 4 3/4 length victory. Whether he will be able to pull off a similar feat here is anybody's guess.
In the white cap, launching his bid, taking that third position as Thundergram gets the best of Byron at this point. Tapiture is coming gamely on the outside, and Danza is running a giant race coming through on the fence. And Danza is the leader of the Arkansas Derby. Conquest Titan is coming from behind. They're in the final furlong, and the leader is Danza. He's in front by a length. Byron is trying to come back for more. In the center of the track, Ride On Curlin, followed by Tapiture, but Danza, in a sparkling performance, is making short work of the Arkansas Derby field. Danza is the boss as he wins by 5. Right on Curlin second, Byron third.
Cairo Prince from Kyron McLaughlin's stable will be coming into the fray on the back of a 4th place finish in the Florida Derby. He was coming into that race off a 9-week layoff, which was probably the reason for his performance. What he has going for him though is the fact that he's classically bred and has tons of talent. Speed is something that he will be tested on over in Churchill Downs. He will have Louis Saez in the saddle.
Who makes the pace on the first turn as they head on to the backstretch. Wildcat Red leading General A-Rod by 3/4 of a length. And Constitution is running in third position on the inside. As they go to the backstretch, he's just 2 lengths off the lead. The opening quarter mile was in 24 seconds flat. It's a reasonable pace here for Wildcat Red, who's out there by a length. General A-Rod, Spot on the outside, and Constitution. Cairo Prince is 5th right now, and he's 4 lengths off the lead. Then Matador, who's down at the rail with 4.5 to make up. And then Longshot All-Star and East Hall at the back of the field. 6 lengths covers them all, and they went 48 seconds flat for a half mile. Wildcat Red and his nemesis General A-Rod, and they're a neck apart as they move into the far turn. And Constitution is a handy 3rd right behind them. Cairo Prince begins his charge now on the outside. He's within 2 lengths of the lead. Then Matador and Spot around the far turn. It is still Wildcat Red. General A-Rod a half length behind. Cairo Prince being sent along. Constitution is going to get through an opening on the inside. Here he comes, bounding through on the rail. Constitution up the rail with Javier Castellano. Head and head with Wildcat Red. On the outside, General A-Rod. Cairo Prince, it's Wildcat Red. Constitution, head and head. Wildcat Red. Constitution won a Florida Derby, and Constitution has won. He beats Wildcat Red. General A-Rod was 3rd, and Cairo Prince was 4th.
Opportunity, trained by Bob Baffert, could be another one to watch out for. He ran 2nd to California Chrome in the Santa Anita, and although he does not have California Chrome's class, he definitely is a solid horse. Wildcat Red from Jose Garofalo is a speedster who would make things interesting here. He runs early and runs fast and is a sure fighter, as was evident from his performance in the Florida Derby, where he ran a close 2nd to Constitution.
Comes bounding through on the rail. Constitution up the rail with Javier Castellano. Head and head with Wildcat Red. On the outside, General A-Rod. Cairo Prince, it's Wildcat Red. Constitution, head and head. Wildcat Red. Constitution won a Florida Derby, and Constitution has won. He beats
Todd Pletcher's other runner, Intense Holiday, who ran 2nd to Vikers in Trouble in the Louisiana Derby, is another one who will possibly find a berth in the Kentucky Derby. Even though his first stakes victory came only the last time he was running in the Group 2 Risen Star, which was preceded by a 3rd to Cairo Prince in the Group 2 Holy Bull.
Demanding curve toward the inside, now into 3rd. Albano's 4th. In Trouble's 5th. And Vickers in Trouble's in front. Close to the finish. The Louisiana Derby to the Louisiana bred. Vickers in Trouble. Intense Holiday was 2nd. Commanding Curve 3rd. In Trouble 4th. Albano finished 5th.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have on this weekend's episode of The Winning Post. We will continue bringing horse racing action from India and from all over the world as always on The Winning Post. Remember, if you've missed something, we're on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter and also on Facebook. Until the team Winning Post sees you next week again, may the horse be with you.